considered Bill as a running mate?
He would be good, but he's not eligible under the Constitution.
Oh.
He has served his 2 terms, and I think the argument would be, as vice president, it would not be possible for him to ever succeed to the position. At least that's what I've been told. So you know it has crossed my mind.
Hillary Clinton appearing on the syndicated television show Extra, addressing a variety of pop culture topics, but host Mario Lopez avoided any discussion of emails and then brought up something that you learn in civics can't happen: a Bill Clinton vice presidency running with his wife. Now, Mrs. Clinton said it would not be constitutionally possible. You heard her there, but she says her husband would make a good number 2. Hillary's lighter approach to the campaign continues as the drop in her poll numbers have, well, something to cry over, I guess, from her vantage point. For more, let's bring in our panel. Skyping in from New York City, we welcome the columnist for the Fiscal Times, Liz Peek. And Skyping in from Florida's left coast, that would be Tampa, Democratic media strategist and the vice president of KCOM Public Relations, Franco Ripple. Liz, your take on that chat about Bill Clinton as Hillary's vice president?
Well, I mean, clearly it's not an issue. It can't happen. But I think it's part of Hillary's reboot of her campaign, yet another reboot to address just what you mentioned, her falling poll numbers. One of the things they're going to do is to bring Bill into the campaign, something that they have not wanted to do up until now. But I think, I don't want to say that they're desperate. It's obviously a long way until the election, but certainly all this chatter about Bernie Sanders closing in and so forth can't be doing her followers any good. So apparently Bill is going to start showing up on the campaign trail. Without a doubt, the best asset Hillary Clinton has is her history as former First Lady. More important, the popularity of her husband, who has kind of, rebounded from all the negative associations with Monica Lewinsky and so forth, and is very, very popular. So, I'm not surprised they're kind of bringing this in, and I think you'll see a lot more of Bill in the months ahead.
All right, well, let's turn to our friend from the Democratic Party, Franco. So, bringing in Bill as damage control. Things have gotten pretty tough for Hillary, have they not?
Not even close, no. First of all, it's no secret that the last sustained period of prosperity, success, and economic growth and peace in this country came from when Bill Clinton was president. That's no secret. Bill Clinton shows up on the campaign trail all over the country, and to do so for his wife. They've shared the stage and the limelight for 20, 30 years. This would be no different. And yes, of course, constitutionally, he's not eligible, but it's a smart move to show that side. The only thing I agree with that Liz said is to show that softer side of Hillary Clinton. It's a smart strategic move.
Well, softer side, softer poll numbers, which brings us to Bernie Sanders. And Franco, he's caught up with Hillary in the polls, leading in New Hampshire substantially, leading in some Iowa surveys. Is it possible this self-described socialist, who's not even a Democrat, could wind up with your party's nomination, Franco?
To paraphrase a famous quote in politics, not only no, but heck no. Because, again, a lot of people have said, pay attention to the state polls. So yes, in Iowa and New Hampshire, he is leading in 1 or 2 polls, and he does seem to have that momentum. But again, look nationally, where Hillary Clinton continues to lead by more than 20 points. Look here in Florida, which is another early primary state that people don't talk about, where she leads with 55%. She leads by 37 points. Joe Biden, who's not even running, is practically tied, statistically tied, with Bernie Sanders in that poll. Every week I get asked, are you worried about Bernie Sanders? Are you worried about him catching up to Hillary? Are you worried about him being the nominee? No, I'm not worried about it, because Hillary Clinton is the one who has the broader appeal to a broader swath of the Democratic electorate.
Got it. Let me let Liz close this out, because you mentioned a name in passing, Franco, that may cause some more difficulties for Mrs. Clinton, and that is Vice President Joe Biden. Liz, we heard an emotional Biden on the new Late Show with Stephen Colbert last week. Do you think the Vice President is going to run? About 40 seconds.
I think he is going to run, and I think he's a very formidable competitor to Hillary Clinton, and here's why. I agree. I don't think Bernie Sanders has a chance of getting the nomination. Joe Biden certainly could. He's waving a huge, he's riding a huge wave of sympathy right now. People really sort of feel empathetic towards Joe Biden. And the biggest issue for Hillary right now is a complete collapse in support from Democrat women. That is her core group, and it is falling apart. So she's vulnerable. I think Biden has a real shot.
And on that note, we will have to thank you both, and we look forward to visiting with you again real soon. Liz Peek from New York, Franco Ripple from Tampa, Florida. You have our thanks. Now, you heard what our panel had to say. Do you agree or disagree? Send your comments to me at newsmaxtv.com/comments. There's more ahead, so stay tuned.